How you doing, sir?
Pretty good. How about you?
Doing well. What do you think about this? I'm doing like my own little polling of
Oh, yeah?
men and women and trying to understand what issues are most important to them.
All
So,
right.
for example, there's economy, immigration, abortion, inflation, education, foreign policy, or healthcare.
All right.
Which one's important to you? You want to do a tally mark? Which one's important? Do you vote?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I do. I'm
Okay.
registered.
All right. And which issue is important to you?
Can I put down two? Because I've kind of got two top ones that I... Basically, I've got like two top issues. in my
Do
opinion.
one, so that way it's not
Okay.
confusing. You know what I mean? Like,
All
because at the end of the day, I'm gonna see which one's more likely to got
Okay.
that got tally marks. So yeah, just do the most important one that stands out to you.
All right. To me personally, I'd say probably foreign policy.
Okay. And why foreign policy an issue for you?
Because I
Can you get
think...
you more in frame real quick?
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'm live right now. And then let's see that pin.
Yeah, totally.
All right. A little bit closer. All right. And so you chose foreign policy.
I did.
And why is foreign policy important to you?
Because overall, I think the U.S. is kind of the world police. It should be, we should be exerting strength overseas, and I think overall the world is less safe with the current administration. I think we should be doing more to help out our allies overseas, and also make peace with our enemies.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's kind of one of the big things I liked under Trump. That even though it seemed like he was kind of cuddling up to dictators like Putin or Kim Jong-un, ultimately the world was more peaceful when he was in office. So I think we need to return to a foreign policy similar to that.
Okay. What would be your second policy? You had to pick out what would be your second
Yeah,
one.
probably immigration.
Okay. And why is that one important to you?
More or less the same reasons as foreign policy. I think overall immigration has become a big issue. It's becoming a big strain on especially smaller, more rural communities.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, totally.
God bless, man. Thank you.
Thanks, man.
All right. First one today. Pretty good. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? Appreciate you all for tuning in. What's up, YouTube? What's up, Facebook? Appreciate you guys all for tuning in today. I am back at Sac City College. I'm doing a new segment today, getting my own little polling. So I have this board here where it's one side's men, and the other side is women. And I'm doing a poll to see what issues are most important to young voters today. Whichever age, 18, 25, or 25 plus. Basically trying to see what issues matters most to both men and women. There's a poll I saw that I posted on Instagram where it showed that it was the most important or top issues to young voters from 18-25, and I think the women chose abortion and the men chose the economy. So I'm trying to just understand if that's still the case, even here in California. So hopefully we'll talk to some people. It's a little bit dead today, I'll be honest. It's not as packed as it was when I was here last time. But hopefully we get some people to talk to. I'll be out here for about 2 hours, and hopefully we'll get some folks to talk to see what issues are most important to them. Not bad weather so far. I thought it was going to be a little bit hotter. It's going to get hotter throughout the day, but right now the breeze is coming in, so pretty chill. So do like this video, share this out. I would appreciate that. God bless you guys. See, we got Thank Buzz in the chat. We said we need less to do for our allies. It's going to be the economy, immigration, abortion. Yeah, we'll find out. We'll definitely see. So, again, appreciate you all for tuning in. Again, do hit that like button. Do share this out. And definitely does help out the algorithm. So, appreciate you guys. How you guys doing? What do you guys think of my sign here? You guys want to check it out? All right. So, but yeah, hopefully we get some folks to talk to. I mean, some people are shy, but hopefully we get some folks to talk to. Like I said, it's pretty dead today, but I mean, it's Friday. Maybe most people don't have school today. Maybe they chose to have Friday off. I think usually people are here like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe Thursday, and so they take off like Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which is totally fine. It's totally fine. Um, or some classes don't teach on Fridays. That's always a thing too. So uh, I used to go here actually. I used to go here. 'Cause I was always told to go straight to college after high school. So I came to Sac City like right after high school that fall, and I was 17. And 20 years ago, actually, I came here 20 years ago. So, and then I ended up leaving, and then I came back in my early 20s, and then ended up leaving again, and then never came back. So, it is what it is. But yeah, I'm having fun. I like doing these streams. I like talking to people. So, we got what's up, Judy? She says we need to make what we do count. We need specific plans and get results. Just not write a blank check. It's sad because abortion is at a state level now, not federal. Our president isn't even involved. Yeah. What's up, man? How you doing?
Good, and you?
Doing well. You want to check out this board I'm doing? So I'm doing my own little polling to ask students who are voters what issues most important to them, like for men and for women. So I got the economy, immigration, abortion, inflation, education, foreign policy, or healthcare. Do you vote?
Rate them?
Well, not rate them, but which one's the most important issue to you? Like, put like your own little tally mark of like which one's important to you. Do you vote?
Yeah, I vote for Trump. Who do you vote for?
I'm not really gonna vote this year,
Who
probably.
would you vote for?
Who would I vote for? I'll probably vote for Trump, but I'm not probably gonna vote for him
I'll
though.
do it then. You said Kamala would be a different story.
Well, let's say I wasn't voting for Kamala. Would that be
If
a
you
bad
vote for
thing?
Kamala?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would be a bad thing. And
Okay.
I probably wouldn't do it. Nah, I probably still do it. I probably still do it.
I'm like, you so mean. No, I'm kidding. All right, let me just get you in frame real quick. I'm live right now on YouTube and Facebook. Yeah, no, you good. You good.
Yeah, nah. People that vote for Trump is tripping. I mean, Kamala is tripping.
Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, so what issue is most important to you?
Abortion is not that.
Okay.
So we're talking about the United States of America.
W.
I'll probably say, education don't seem that important. They're giving it to immigrants for free. The economy, inflation. I'll say, foreign as in what, like military,
Like
and
foreign
stuff
policy. So basically, like, you know how we're giving money to Ukraine, give money to
yeah,
Israel.
For sure, they need to stop doing that.
Okay.
Kamala giving what, $750 to people?
Come a little bit closer.
My fault.
Okay.
Kamala giving people $750 for their house washing away in the flood.
Yeah.
$750.
So okay, just a little bit closer if you don't mind.
Okay.
So let me ask you this: so you chose foreign policy.
Uh-huh.
Why is foreign policy an important issue to you?
Just for the main reason of we're giving billions of dollars to Ukraine, just like you said, and we can't even help out people in Florida, in our own states.
Yeah.
Kamala's giving $750 to each person, supposedly in Florida.
Yeah.
Their whole house is washing away.
Mm-hmm.
Their whole family getting messed up, people getting killed
Yeah.
from the flood and stuff. But we're giving billions of dollars to Ukraine. That's not even in our own United States.
And Israel too.
Yeah, in Israel, it's ridiculous. And then inflation. We just gotta wait for it to see. Hopefully, Trump gets elected. The abortion thing's not that important. Immigration. Immigration's crazy too because they're giving over $150,000, $200,000 to people, 20% down on the house for people that are undocumented, not citizens.
Mm-hmm.
Giving them health care, giving them refugee cash assistance, all types of crazy stuff.
Yeah.
Health is important for sure, but I think foreign. My biggest thing is just the defense of the country. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. That's the first thing.
Okay.
Because with the foreign policies, I think it will already be attacking the immigration, and it will already be helping the economy and inflation, and then for sure.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. God bless, man.
No problem. Yes, sir. You too.
W Trump.
Oh yeah, W Trump for sure.
All right. See, have a good one.
All right,
Let me see what you guys. Who else we got in here? I see somebody here. Up, Eliza. She said, "Hi, Julius. Hope you're doing well. I'm 64 and feel like I drove across the country with you in Oreo during the convoy. Hope you and your family are well. Be blessed." Thank you, Eliza. I appreciate that. That was fun times. I hope you and your family are doing well too. So I appreciate you. All right, cool. We got 2 for foreign. So far, we got 2 for foreign policy. Good stuff. So, how you doing? What do you think about this? I'm doing the polling for men and women to see what issues are most important to them in the United States. Do you vote? You don't vote yet? Are you gonna vote at all? Do you know about like issues going on in America, like with healthcare, things like that? Okay. How knowledgeable are you? Not much. Okay, fair enough. That's fine. That's fine. All right. Have a good one. All right. I'm trying to get people in frame here so they don't like step out of frame and whatnot. So I'm gonna like maybe step a little further or something so I can kind of get them in frame. Maybe I should be like right here. So let's see. Who else we got? Got Amanda up in here. We got James. What up? What up? What's up, fellas? What you guys doing? What do you guys think about this? I'm doing my own little polling, asking like young voters what issues are most important to them. Like trying to see what the difference is between men and women, to see what issues are important to men and what issues are important to women. You guys want to do it like your own little tally mark? You guys vote?
I'll put a tally mark. I'll put
Yeah. So just put a tally mark by what issue is most important to you. So we got economy, immigration, abortion, inflation, education, foreign policy, and healthcare.
Okay.
Let me just get you guys in frame real quick. You guys don't mind? Get a little bit in frame. Come look closer, look closer, look closer. Like, come this way, come this way.
This way.
All right, and then go ahead and mark down what issues are most important to you.
Okay. Can we put like two tallies? Like, can I put like one for both?
Oh no, just yeah, you're a man. So just one, whichever one's the most important to you. Put a tally mark towards that one.
Okay.
So like economy, immigration, abortion, inflation, education, foreign policy, or healthcare. Which one is most important to you?
I think right now probably like inflation.
Inflation. Okay, and then why is inflation most important to you?
I feel like inflation is like a big part of like the country right now. Like it's one of our biggest like difficulties as a country right now that we're
Prices
facing.
going up.
Yeah.
Yeah, like gas and food, things like that. Yeah. Okay. All right. And then for you,
Inflation.
inflation. All right. And then why is inflation most important to you?
Because all the prices are going up and it's making it harder for families to provide.
Okay. All right. Who you guys voting for?
I have no idea. I don't.
Kamala or Trump? He had to choose Kamala or Trump.
I really don't know, to be honest.
Oh, you don't know?
100% don't know.
Oh, okay. Do you guys know anything about the two candidates at all?
I know both of them. I just don't really
Yeah.
follow.
We're not like really into politics.
Oh, okay. All right. That's fair enough. All right. But it's good to see you guys are paying attention to inflation.
I know about that, though.
All right. All right. Cool. Appreciate
I
you
see
guys.
those gas prices.
Yeah. Thank you guys. God bless, man. All right, interesting. So far we got 2 on inflation, and for men we got 2 on inflation and 2 on foreign policy. So pretty interesting stuff. Hoping to see if we can get some more and see where people land at. So we'll see what's up. Like I said, it's pretty dead today. Not many people out. So like the stragglers that I do see kind of going around, I'll try to talk to them. Not like stragglers, but people kind of just walking around. So but yeah, we'll try to talk to some more people. This is interesting so far. Again, we got 4 people, and like I said, 2 for inflation, 2 for foreign policy. I think that's pretty interesting. We'll love to hear more. So this is so far on the men's side. The men is so far inflation and foreign policy. So haven't gotten any from the women just yet, but we'll see if we can get some from the ladies and see what's up. So again, appreciate you all for being here. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you're not subscribed, make sure you guys are subscribed. It helps out. Like I said, the like button, hit the like button because it definitely does help out with the algorithm. And also share it out too so others can watch it as well and see what's going on. So, and of course, at the end of this, I will clip these and so you guys can get a more precise view on what people support. So it said, thank Bud says I got like 2.8 in college, went back to Sac City at 4.0 across 14 classes because every teacher gives like 20, 25. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, for sure. James said very true, very hard for a young family, say a 5 to survive right now. That's very true. Thank Bud said, hey Julius, Friday, tons of people have classes. What is it? Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday, Thursday, and they're off. Yeah, that's what I figured. But I figured we get a few, stragglers kind of walking around. What up, Zen? He said, send Julius some money, brokies. Appreciate you, Zen, man. God bless. Appreciate the $5, man. I appreciate that. So, like I said, usually Fridays, people are taking, time. I think I came here one time on a Friday. I don't know. I don't remember. It's like 2 years ago. But yeah, usually people are taking Fridays off, which is totally fine. I totally get it. But, hey, like I said, hopefully we talk to some people. Whoever we can find walking around, we talk to some people. So I got 4 people so far, so that's like good enough for content. You know what I mean? 4 is enough for content. So if you haven't checked out my other videos, when you get done watching this, go check out my YouTube shorts. I will be posting a longer length of my last stream. I'm going to post one video of me and the 2 girls that were talking about Kamala. I'm going to be posting that maybe sometime this weekend. So I'll definitely post the full length to that one so you guys can see how that conversation went. But yeah, when you guys get done, check out the YouTube shorts, like those videos and all that good stuff, comment on them and whatnot, what you guys think. But I appreciate that. Thank you, Zen. Appreciate the $5. So, hello, miss. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. All right. So I'll be out here in about 2 hours, or at least until my phone dies, and we'll see what's up. Hopefully we can get, like I said, very few people here, very, very few, but we'll see what we can get with the few that's here. So hopefully we'll be able to talk to somebody. It's so dead today. I never know if it's gonna be dead or full. I just show up and it is what it is, So I got lucky last time. It was like lightning in the bottle last time because there's lots of college recruiters here that was recruiting people for universities and things like that. So I got lucky. So we'll see if I get lucky. If I get lucky today. So it's always the worst to kind of have that window before I talk to somebody. You guys just watch me just standing around, kind of like looking up and all that weird stuff. But it's all good. It's all good. Hey, I appreciate you guys for watching either way, All right, let's see who else we got. We got James, a vote for Harris with a vote for men to go in women's bathrooms and for men to play women's sports. That's already happening now. So, to be honest, technically, Trump was okay with that too, if you think about it. When they asked Trump what bathroom Bruce Jenner should go in, Trump was okay with him using any bathroom he wants. So, think about that for a second. All right. Anyways, let's see what's up. Think Bud said they're walking the path across the street. Starbucks. That's all. Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Some avoid me too. That's the thing about it. Like some avoid me too. Like I see them walking and they see me and they cut the other way. I'm like, come on, just come and talk to me. Oh, I didn't ask you guys. Do I sound good on the microphone? Does the microphone sound good? If it sounds good, give me a thumbs up. I wasn't sure if the microphone sounds good or not. I don't know if it's choppy or I don't know what. If you guys can hear me okay, let me know. James said it would happen more. Oh yeah, under Kamala and Waltz, yeah, it probably would happen more. Let me see. Yeah, if you guys can hear me on the microphone just well, let me know. Oh yeah, I can adjust it if I need to. I was thinking about going to downtown, but my bike is broken still. So I had a flat tire on my bike. Otherwise, I'd be in downtown right now, old Sac, doing this. But my bike is broken. Oh, my bike is flat. So that's why I'm here at City College, because it's only a 40-minute walk. I don't have a car right now, and my bike is flat, so it's like a 40-minute walk here. But if my bike was fixed, I'd be at downtown because it's like 20 minutes, so it's not too bad. So I just come here. This is my home base. It's my home base right now. So, I sound fine? Okay, Judy, thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. I wish I knew what other like spots there were around City College to go to per se. Thought about the entrance, but didn't want to block any kind of way. Hello, miss. How you doing? What do you think about my sign? I'm doing like a little polling for men and women to see what issues are most important to them. Do you vote?
I did not vote yet. This will be my first year voting.
Okay. Do you know what issues you're gonna be voting on this year? Like if you had to choose. So for example, economy, immigration, abortion, inflation, education, foreign policy, or healthcare. Which one would you choose? Want to come in a little bit, friends, real quick? Just come in.
I don't want to be recorded.
You sure? I guess that's fine. Okay. But which one you want to mark down? Which one is most important to you? You gotta do it on this side too, cause yeah.
I have not thought about that, but I would say
That's for abortion.
yes.
And why is abortion the most important issue for you?
I feel like women's bodies are women's bodies, so
When you say women's bodies are women's bodies, what does that mean?
that they should have the free choice to do what they want. Something like that.
So you mean like to electively choose? So for example, let's say a woman has irresponsible intercourse, and she decides, I don't want to be a mother. She should just go to the abortion clinic and just get rid of it.
The way you're putting it is kind of hard to, but I would say it's her choice. If that's what she wants to do, she should be able to do it.
Yeah. Majority of abortions are elective, which means that, matter of fact, this is actually an article written by USA Today 2019. The headline read that SA, sexual assault, and incest are hardly the reasons for abortion. And that
But it still could be a reason. It still happens.
Sure. But so let me ask you this. Let's say you punch me in the face, right? And you punch me in the face, and rather than me, respond back to you, I punch someone close to you. Is that right for them to get punched for what you did?
I wouldn't say that's the same, but no.
Yeah. Also, it's the same because we're punishing the unborn baby for the sins of the father. Do you know what I mean? Like, is that right to do?
It depends on who you are and what you think, I guess.
Yeah. Because there are people who are.
Gotta go, but
Okay. Well, I appreciate you. Thank you. Hmm? All right. So like I said, so far we got the men on this side. You got inflation and foreign policy. Now for women, we got abortion. So interesting. So we'll see if we can talk to some more people and see if we can get some more viewpoints on what issues matters most to them. So what's pretty fascinating is that when women talk about abortion, I think the reason why she backed away because when they believe that my body, my choice, but have no other reasoning outside of just the mantra, what ends up happening is that when their worldview is challenged, they don't think about these things. And so when they have to almost admit that it's wrong, they walk away. Because they know that it's wrong to take a life, even if it's elective, right? It's like, oh, it should be her choice. So if she's having irresponsible sex and she says, I don't want to be a mother, she should have that choice. That's why you heard her say, when you put it like that, yeah, when I put it like that, because it sounds a lot more gruesome when you put it like that, huh? Do you know what I mean? It's a lot more real. It's a lot more realistic. And that's the thing with a lot of these women who think like her. They're not being honest and telling these women the truth. They're just saying my body, my choice, and that's it. And they make it seem like as if they're being oppressed from to not be a mother when they chose to have sex, So what up, Fizzy? Good to see you here. So, love your magic shows. I appreciate that. me and Ham will do some more soon, hopefully. So we'll see what's up with that. Hello. But yeah, that's what tends to happen when you challenge their worldview. Let me see. He said, in my opinion, abortion is more heinous than rape, so I think it's even greater crime in response. I agree, Dank Buzz, 100%. It is. We're punishing an unborn baby for something that somebody else did. That's why I gave the analogy of if she punched me in the face, can I punch somebody close to her back? She said it's not the same thing, but it is. 'Cause I'm punching someone who had nothing to do with the situation. They're innocent. right? Same thing with the unborn baby. They're innocent in the crimes of SA. So it's interesting stuff. But yeah, but usually when people are challenged on their worldview, they kind of back away. It's totally fine though. It's fine, but that's just how it goes. So, what's up, sir? How you doing? What do you think? What do you think? I'm doing a polling
Okay.
on issue that men and women are concerned about. I'm trying to see like what the difference is between men and women. You see so far for the men, where you got inflation, foreign policy, and for one woman, she had abortion.
It's interesting. That's very. It coincides with like the, I guess the national like average on what people expect the issues to be or the contentious issues amongst certain demographics.
Do you vote?
Yes, I do.
Do you want to put down what issue matters most important to you?
I see you have econ and inflation.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's funny.
How do you differentiate between the two?
Yeah. Come
you
in.
want to be in the frame?
Yeah. Cause I'm
a content creator. I love
yeah.
it.
Come a little bit closer.
Okay.
So what I actually did, so I can be more knowledgeable myself, I looked up to see. I looked up to see if econ and inflation is the same. I guess they're not the same. I guess inflation is more about prices rising.
Yeah.
And I think economy, if I remember correctly, it's like something to do with like trading, things like that.
That. You're so humble. I'm actually an econ major, but there's macro, micro, depending on how you look at it.
Yeah.
Inflationary tends to be in terms of monetary policy and the effect that it can have on prices. When the economy expands further, like in terms of more monetary, more they call it fiduciary medium. That's a term for anyone that reads monetary theory. But that's just essentially when you have more medium of exchange more than demand. And so when now you have our government, for whichever reasons, trying to absolve myself from opinion, is printing a lot of money, and then what happens is the purchasing power tends to go down. So it's like supply and demand. You know what? A lot of these issues are so important.
Which one stands out to you the most?
That's so difficult. If I had to choose, I am definitely concerned about inflation in terms of because that's just it has a trickle down effect to so many other issues. Immigration, right? If our purchasing power isn't worth a lot, and then it's hard to get jobs, people start to be concerned about competition. And then anytime you look at, what's the first thing you look at? Okay, competition in the environment. There's more people coming here, then everyone all of a sudden becomes xenophobic and all this other stuff, and it causes a lot of issues. But yeah, man, no, I appreciate you asking me to participate.
Let me ask you one question. With immigration and people coming in and whatnot, do you believe that people should come in the country?
Oh, absolutely. I think so. I think, it'd be very hypocritical for us to be a nation based upon immigration and I don't think I think oftentimes, like when you hear people have an issue with like gender identity, they conflate sex with gender. Gender is kind of an identity concept, where sex is biology, right? But people that want to challenge whether gender is real or not conflates the two when they're very different conceptually. And then I think the same thing too when it comes to immigration. People think, immigration is bad. Well, we've always had immigration. It's just whether we allow open borders where people to come through. And, no matter how you look at it, it's kind of like a natural thing. When you think of a certain closed system and you think of an environment, if you take a biology class, you learn about carrying capacities. When you have so many, a really large population in a confined area, you have increased competition. So I think what ends up happening is like we live in California. People are like, man, when is this housing crisis going to come and, bring houses down? Well, we live in California. This is one of the most beautiful geographies in the world. People are always going to want to live here. So if prices are like this, the best time to buy a house was yesterday. It's only going to go up because guess what? There's more people on the planet today than there were 50 years ago. God isn't making any more land. Therefore, prices aren't going to go anywhere because demand's going to stay high. So I think ultimately it would be nice to have some consistency in our immigration laws. But, for whatever reason, I think at time we're going to find out sometime in the near future about, what our politicians' mindset is on. I think you see this kind of universally amongst all Western nations about, and there is a humanitarian crisis. We have to think about other people want a better opportunity, and we should, to a degree, think about like we've done something here in our country that's made it so attractive for other people to come here to learn, look at prosperity, and when people contribute, we nourish them, we give them an opportunity to reach the height of their potential, and then hopefully, they're good Samaritans, right? They recontribute back to the community in the form of taxes or contributing to that community. And like that's the whole ideal, but sometimes people care about their own self-interest and gatekeeping opportunities. But
Are you for open borders or closed borders?
well, I mean, I'm for immigration. You know what I mean? I think there's a process. I'm part of a community where I come across all diversities, people from every continent, whether it be from Africa, South America, Asia, and a lot of them, they go through the immigration process and they become nationalized. And there's something about individuals that want to go through that arduous. See, you got to understand, we have a culture here, and the whole idea of immigration is we're trying to choose people that want to come here and contribute to America. And I think I kind of don't realize, because I didn't travel so much, but as I've gotten older, I've traveled and I saw how different people's perceptions are in different countries. And one thing here, being an American, there's a certain pride that we take in terms of self-accountability, in terms of entrepreneurship, in terms of pursuit of who we want to be. And, it's really hard to have social welfare if you have people that are just going to come here, take advantage of social welfare, and not contribute back to the system. Yeah. So what immigration does is it's supposed to select for individuals that want to contribute to the system while also letting the system benefit them, not necessarily be a crutch to them. So I'm for immigration. I'm not for open borders or closed borders. We wouldn't be. Well, that's another argument.
Would you, if you wanted to, like, would you leave your front door open for like a whole month?
I live in Sacramento. Luckily I live in an apartment complex where my neighbors, I'm not afraid of that. But no, that's just bad practice. I'm from the Bay Area.
So you wouldn't leave your door open for a whole month?
No.
Why not?
Because it's just bad practice,
Well, I mean, anybody.
Insecurity.
Why? Oh, so shouldn't America have that same security?
Well, I agree. That's why we have immigration. The border isn't closed.
But shouldn't we have closed borders so we don't just let anybody in?
I should ask you, my friend, don't you invite people to your home or your residence, right? You screen them first. You're like, what, he's a cool guy. Yeah. I'm gonna invite him over to watch the game. Yeah. Essentially, that's kind of what immigration
But you said screen.
Yeah, exactly.
So we should be screening people that come in, right?
And that's what immigration is. It's a process.
But that's not happening right now, though, right?
Well, I think right now,
Millions have come across, committed crime. Not all of them, but they have committed crime. There's drugs coming in. Kids are being trafficked. That's a problem too. Human trafficking is a big problem with immigration, especially illegal immigration. Even sometimes legal immigration can be a problem too, because you never know who's trying to, slip under the crack. Mm-hmm. So I'm not, if you're for immigration or whatever, it's fine. But me, I have a problem with it because you just don't know who's coming in.
True.
And the fact that we're not having belief in Americans that we can lift them up and do great things. Instead, we're letting other folks come in and do the jobs of the American people. And I think that's not good, that we just forget about the American people.
Yeah, it's a really complex issue, my friend, and I'm glad you have economics here. So let's say we look at our social welfare. Right now, there has never been a time in history where so many people expected so much from centralized power. So what I mean is, anytime there is a humanitarian crisis, we expect the government to respond. Even so much we have a department for it, right?
Like what's happening, I forget.
Helene over there in Miami, right? Ever since 2005 in New Orleans, now under George Bush, George W. Bush, they formulated a department under the White House in terms of to handle national disasters. So that's what the people expect. So what I'm getting at is so for our government to have the capability that it has, for the economic system that we're in capitalism. If people aren't familiar with capitalism is just the management of capital, whether that's land or that's human capital. You have a skill, you go into school, who you are, you're managing your capital, right? And hopefully you're appreciating that capital opposed to depreciating. And what that allows us to do is to take our human capital and take it to the market and receive compensation on a medium exchange for us to, and this is an economic term in terms of distribution of production, right? where the means of production is distribution of labor. So what I'm getting at is what tends to happen right now is not a lot of people are wanting to work. So the ruling class, whoever they may be, has decided, you know, in America, I don't, this is YouTube, I'm not even allowed to cuss, but we got a lot of we got a lot of lazy people. We got a lot of lazy people. So what they're deciding to do is, and no one, the moment you come here to this institution, for the most part, for whatever reason, birth rates start to go down. People are like, you know what? I love my freedom. I love being educated. I love going out. I'm gonna go out tonight. I love partying. I can't do that with kids, right? So you know what? People stop having kids. Well, guess what? If you have social safety nets and you don't have children, well, who's going to work into the system to pay for that social safety net when you cannot? So what they're doing right now is, and you're seeing this in Europe and all these other very liberal countries, they're letting people come in because you tend to have classism, right? This is a psychological thing. Unfortunately, a lot of people, they need to feel comfortable where they at. They think in comparison to other people. So you have the lower class, which tends to be the labor class. And now, because we've been here so long and we become entitled, people don't want to work. So what they've decided to do is, and now this helps capital, right? Capital, people that are in the managerial class, they want cheap labor because it maintains their competitive advantage, right? Whatever they do in society, whether that be politics or whether that be leveraging their very kind of prestigious or privileged lifestyle, right? So what do? You flood labor, right? So you bring a whole lot of maybe migrants or illegals, people that aren't nationalized, and where are they going to go? I don't know if a lot of people want to go to the Central Valley in California and then work 12 hours picking fruits and vegetables for $8-9. No one here is doing that job. Barely people want to go downtown and work retail and air conditioning, let alone, but everybody wants to go to the co-op and make sure that they can get some organic.
Back in the day, people used to do work like that.
I agree, but it's not the case anymore. So
didn't that do the immigration?
Well, I think immigration is what allows it to happen.
Okay.
No. That's fine. I'm sorry. I apologize if I'm going on a tirade.
No, it's all good.
I think ultimately what you have right now, where you have certain individuals that are trying to kick the can down the road, and we're going through this social evolution, and really they're kicking the can down the road because they're hoping that, you know, in my opinion, AI pays off, and then AI linked with in tandem with robotics, and then it's going to be a pivotal time in humanity, because it's going to be like, wow, we really can replace physical labor. What does that mean? What is that like? How do we decide who has access to what, when normally, ideally, meritocracy, when really there's a lot of nepotism in society? Meritocracy was supposed to be the defining factor, whether you have access to a brand new car, whether that brand new car be a Honda Civic or whether it be a Maybach, right? So, you know, once the opportunities to differentiate yourself disappear because we can outsource it to automation, that's where it's going to be very interesting. But because right now we have inequality, and you look at through historically, when you look at certain societies, it's one, you have the people having access to the bare necessities primarily through inequality, and because commodities become scarce, that's when you start to have civil unrest. So what they're trying to do is, because we can produce, they're trying to just, you know, they're putting out a whole lot of liquidity, which is just another word for money out there, keeping people having access to the bare necessities until when they decide when they don't need as many people that we have now. So all you're starting to see right now is just these symptoms of this certain pathology, where we have so many people in our country. Not everyone is needed, not everyone is motivated, not everyone wants to compete, and the people on top, they want to keep their competitive advantage. You know, this is one of the, you know, if you're a religious person, this is one of the sinful nature of humanity, if you believe in Judeo-Christian beliefs. But I think at the end of the day right now, if you're an average person watching this, like, you know, do the best that you can to grow, develop, and try to be good to people and be productive, and then you won't have anything to worry about. I think, you know, if you're America and you're an American and you speak English, you don't have to worry about a migrant coming over here and taking opportunities that you're concerned about. I think right now so many people are just afraid. They're making migrants an excuse because, like, don't get me wrong, I want to be at home finishing God of War. You know what I mean? I want to be on the PS5.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I like going out with my friends and then going to sleep at 3 a.m. and not have anything to do in the morning. It's fun, but guess what? I'm not contributing to society doing that. I'm being a burden. You know, I'm not being a pillar. And I think when people are concerned about, you know, migrants coming over and taking their jobs, they're only concerned about that primarily because they're not doing what they need to do to be competitive.
Well, that would be an assumption, though, right? Because,
sure.
like, for example, I've seen people talk about the fact that immigrants do get money, like in New York and things like that, like hotels, whatever. They're getting like thousands of dollars, and then if you look at the Hurricane Helen, or Helene, whatever you want to call it, I guess Kamala was talking about giving $750 to each person, and some people feel like that's kind of messed up because you're giving us $750, but yeah, illegal aliens get thousands. So what's the?
I think a lot of times when you look at it from a monetary perspective, what you have to understand is you don't want to you want to give that money to people that spend. Migrants are going to come here, they're going to take that money and they're going to spend it in the market. So really it's just like the government stimulating the economy through the cyclical action of monetary stimulus. The problem is why they don't give money to rich people, because you know what rich people are going to do? They're going to take that money, they're going to put it in the bank, or they're going to put it in an asset that appreciates over time, and it does no good for the economy. It's a selfish approach. Saving money is selfish to the individual. Why? So they're okay.
I mean, I don't know. Some people like the fact that Elon bought Twitter. So.
Well, yeah, but he spent that money, right? Yeah. You know what I mean? And really, that money came out of really nowhere, because if you understand, the money's borrowed, and then it goes to a bank, it's being lent out. All right, so all I'm getting at is when the government does those things, they're banking on that there's a certain percentage of these individuals that are well-intentioned. They're going to give this money to them, right? They're going to find housing. So if you're a landlord looking for a tenant, and now all of a sudden there's people coming in that have a family, more likely individuals with family are going to be more stable because they're accounted to other people other than themselves, right, than their single self. And then what are they going to do? They're going to have to go buy groceries. They're going to have to go buy the basic necessities of life. Well, if you work at a grocery store or you work at a job and stuff, now you have an influx of customers. So it's supposed to stimulate the local economy. And you got to understand, which is kind of a scary thing. Well, it's scary in the sense of, if you can trust your government, is that the government's the largest employer. Most of the stability that we have is because of the game that the government plays with us, right? Our money, you can buy gold all you want. You're not going to eat gold. Gold doesn't mean anything. Our money's backed by, aircraft carriers. Right, so we keep with aircraft carriers other countries using our money, which keeps the demand for our money high, and demand of our money high means the purchasing power is going to be high because of supply and demand. Right now supply is really high, but my price will go down if people stop using our money in trade. That would be a problem. So all I'm getting at is when they bring these people in, these people drive the demand for our money up because they want to use it. Since they want to use it, it's a way to protect the purchasing price because of the demand of the money, because they need to buy stuff in US dollars. And what does America do? We're trying to find other creative ways, mostly not through manufacturing, but through services for people to want US dollars. And that protects our currency in relationship to everyone else. Honestly, my guy, I think right now when you look at what's going on, at the end of the day, we're past being hairless apes in a small tribe, where the world was a lot slower. We're connecting, we're communicating a lot. We do it in the most contentious ways. Our strategies in which to ensure our own self-interest oftentimes comes at the expense of others. So, at the end of the day, yes, do people have, in terms of natural law, old European philosophers from the 16th century spoke a lot about natural law. Yeah, you're having someone that doesn't look like you, that doesn't speak your language, coming into your neighborhood, and naturally, historically, that was a threat, right? Because this person doesn't smell like you, doesn't look like you, probably is carrying diseases as you. This is what xenophobia is. It isn't racism, it's just xenophobia. And what will happen is that person oftentimes would directly compete with you resources in the in proximity of your in your environment, right? So it's normal to feel that way. But I think at the end of the day, this is why, you know, we have neuroplasticity. This is why, you know, we have this concept called empathy, is understand that's another human being. And what we need to do a better job is holding people accountable, like how you initially started this conversation. I think there is some validity to people coming over here. And, you know, you naturally, if you read The Selfish Gene by Richard Dawkins, you have what you call cheaters in an environment, which are, you have people that are altruistic, people that will help people at their own expense, and then you have people that take advantage of other people that help people at their expense, right? So you're going to have a percentage of the population that are going to be cheaters.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: are you going to vote in this election?
I am.
Who are you voting for? Here, let me ask.
Honestly, I'm an independent, and I'm not just saying that to cop out. It depends. Like, do you want to vote for old money or new money? And I haven't really decided yet. You know, I think Donald Trump I think he's funny, but he and how much of a threat is he to democracy? I don't know. But I think
he was president like not too long ago.
Yeah. But
was he a threat then? Because it seemed like people liked the fact that, you know, they were bringing home more money. You know, I'm not saying he did everything right, but they did like the fact that they were bringing home more money. They did like the fact that he did fight against human trafficking.
Yeah.
I think he was more pro-life at that time. He changed his stance a lot more. But he was president not too long ago, 2016, 2020. I didn't really see that. I mean, I'm just saying from what I saw, I didn't see that threat people are talking about now. How is he a threat now, but he wasn't a threat when he was president? Like, none of that happened when he was president. Where's the threat coming from?
Well, I think for me, it's just like one of the big things about, you know, the system that we have here and why America primarily has, even though we're a world superpower, right? We're the most established in terms of standards, in terms of countries, right? Don't have the best infrastructure. Singapore, Southeast Asia, they do a lot of great things. But when you think of America, no other country has more external investment than America. So what does that mean? Other countries invest in our country because the way of our system is, it's very dependable, right? So they feel safe to invest their money in, and they're going to get a return on it. So anytime you have individuals that are going to bring in question the validity of our system, we have to be concerned. So the only real reason why, for me, I'm concerned about voting, and I'm not the typical person. I look at what happened on January 6th, an individual not looking to relinquish power, as a really big issue, right?
Well, what happened on January 6th?
Well, what happened on January 6th, some people will say that there was some degree of incitement by the old Pontius, right? President Trump, in terms of questioning the integrity of the election, that the election was stolen.
Did you think that you could say the same thing about Hillary Clinton in 2016?
Well, one thing
she was questioning the election for like the whole 4 years. She probably still does it now.
Honestly, I would say on the contrary. I thought, you know, even though she was disappointed that she lost, Hillary Clinton.
I don't think she accepted. For 4 years, she kept complaining about the same old thing. I won the popular vote. I feel no way tired. You know.
That's it, my friend. Because we have the Electoral College, and oftentimes because California, New York are such, we're very blue here, right? And we also have the largest population in terms of state. So Democrats inevitably always win the popular vote. That's historically, and I think politicians or political scientists know that. But we have Electoral College, right? And this is how, you know, back during the ratification of the Constitution, when we were doing not the two-party system. I took political science not too long ago, so I don't know how ubiquitous your audience is. Don't butcher.
They're pretty
me.
smart.
Oh, I know. I believe it. So okay, so you had the New Jersey system, and I think it was maybe the Vermont system, right? And all we're saying is like, how could small states still be able to have an influence and the national decision on who's going to be the president, right? Yeah. So that's why, you know, we have the Electoral College system. Sure. And that's why you have some states that are more battleground states because they're swing states, or what they call purple states. Yeah. At the end of the day, that's just a talking point to galvanize the validity of their voting base. I mean, you know, if you can look at it, the both parties do that. It's what the two-party systems do.
But I mean, but with January 6th, though, it's like, yeah, Trump might have questioned it, but it's like, it's not like he told.
One thing about inciting, you know, it's a matter of perspective.
What language did he use to incite anything? What was the language specifically?
Well, that is a very unfair question to ask a person 4 years later.
Because if you're gonna say he incited some type of whatever rhetoric, I'm curious to know what that. I saw the speech, but I want to know, like, in your mind, from what you know, what did he say specifically to incite anything on January 6th?
Well, I think what he did is which is like empirical, right? He went to his vice president and he told him not to ratify it, right? Sure. In terms of the electoral college, in terms of the vote. So essentially what he's saying is to someone, he's trying to coerce is a matter of perspective, but he's trying to he's still the commander-in-chief, give an order to the vice president to exercise his powers and not ratifying the inauguration of...
But Mike Pence didn't do it.
Well,
so Trump didn't convince him that much, did he?
Well, but yeah, because Mike Pence understands the potential cost.
He just did the assignment.
Not to do it, not to listen to his commander-in-chief.
But what language did Trump say specifically? Because people, have a vague memory, but Trump did say peacefully and patriotically, let your voices be heard, and a lot of people leave that part out and act like he never said that. And then when things got rowdy, he went on video and said, "Hey, go home. We don't want violence. We want peace." So how can people kind of skip over that part and only look at what the media shows, like, oh, he said these things, but never show you the fact that he said peacefully and patriotically, let your voices be heard?
I guess it depends if you.
How is that incitement to violence?
Well, no, you should do debate, but I really feel like that's a.
I don't debate. I'm a horrible debater.
No. Well, you presented a good. I forget. I'm so bad with the Aristotle illogical fallacies in terms of claiming, in terms of argument strategies. But at the end of the day, it's like, was he saying, because you can say things, right, and then have an intentionality in terms of how it could be responded to, right? So for him to say, okay, and then if anyone understands about, and like both parties, the people that we hear speak about their political stances, especially that go to the rallies, are the individuals on the fringes, right? We're talking the extreme progressive and the most over neoconservative, right? Sure. Nationalist, right? So what I'm getting at, it doesn't take much to say like, oh, voice your patriotic opinion about this, right? And
peacefully.
Well,
let's not forget that part.
No,
it's important.
But instead of saying, you know what, my friend, we fought a good fight, we'll run back again in 2024. I just feel like it wasn't the responsible approach. I think oftentimes when people say things, there's just this element of artistically knowing how to maintain plausible deniability in anything that you do.
Did you watch the full protests?
I wasn't in Washington, D.C., but I saw the coverage of it.
Yeah, so what the media did was...
people storming the Capitol.
Yeah, they were very selective on what they show people.
Oh, sure.
Alex Jones had a correspondent that was there. This was back in 2021 when he released this footage. I watched, it was like a solid hour and a half. I watched the whole thing. They were basically where Trump was, and they walked all the way to the Capitol. And what I saw was most people were being peaceful. Matter of fact, Alex Jones had a megaphone that said, "We are going to be peaceful. We're not going to be like the other side, like what happened in 2020 with George Floyd. He said, we're going to be peaceful." But the media never showed that. There was actually one guy who told the police officers, "Hey, what are you guys doing? Folks are getting rowdy. We shouldn't be doing this." And he wearing a MAGA hat.
Yeah.
So they won't show you like those. Now, mind you, two things can be true at once. But at the same time, the media is not showing you that other side. They're only showing you the one side where people got rowdy, saying things. What was it, Ray Epps, like, let's storm the Capitol. Matter of fact, the night before, my friends were live. And Ray Epps was there in that crowd, like, let's storm the Capitol. Every MAGA person was like, fed. Because they're not going to do what that guy said. So most people were really peaceful.
Yeah,
it's just that there was a few that got rowdy.
Right? That's fair. I think that is a possibility. I think for the most part,
not a possibility, but that's what happened. Like, that's on camera what happened.
Me personally, like I said, I'm not. It just, unfortunately, there's no alternatives, right? In my opinion, there's only two. I personally don't think the forces that govern our country is outside of the president. Like that, the position is extremely powerful, but they're not making, like, if you think Joe Biden, who's been in a deteriorating state probably for the last 10 years, but now it's gotten to the point where it's so overt and obvious, if you think him and Kamala Harris are making the decisions of the most powerful country on the planet day to day, you're very naive in terms of where you're at, right?
Well, that's a deeper rabbit hole.
Well,
Those things we can't talk about because they call us anti-Semitic. That's just me, though.
Well, okay. Well, even
a whole different rabbit
even
hole.
if you even if you don't attach a demographic, what I'm saying is, oftentimes the majority are slaves to the minority, and we're talking to the extreme minority. I personally believe, and you look at most people, these super PACs that have the greatest influence on who's going to be, they play both sides. Sure. So whether Donald Trump becomes the president or whether it's going to be Kamala Harris, personally, I believe when you look at the current and the direction of our country, what's only going to really change it for better or for worse is the way that we can push against the kind of programming that's causing division of us. And quite frankly, we have a lot of deep-seated psychological behavior, that proclivities that, based on the environment that we're in, causes us to act in very predictable ways that, parties take entities take advantage of. So whether it's Trump or not, if you look at Donald Trump, ever since we've been having record I guess budget deficits, right? So we've been spending more money every what's the term for it? Every president since Obama, right, has increased government spending. And when you look at that, and why is that so? Because oftentimes whenever a new president comes in, he gets that initial briefing, like, this is the state of the United States, this is the direction that we're going. Mm-hmm. They try to appease their voter, their parties, right, with, let's say executive orders or certain initiatives that they want to go. But at the end of the day, our country has a certain current and direction that we're going to. And I just personally don't believe whether it's Donald Trump or Kamala Harris is going to change that. And this personally, it's going to come down to you and I. Mm-hmm. And it sounds real corny, but even then,
we the people for a reason.
Well,
we the people, not we the government.
It's a true statement, but it takes generations. Sure. Where we're at right now is a reflection of things that happened after, the 1960s, 1970s. And then, even now it's even easier with social media because you can have geopolitical adversaries take part and putting their voice, and they don't actually have to have an actual representation of who they are, right? If you look at Twitter, you look at all these other social media platforms, you don't know who owns those accounts and who's speaking, misinformation to encourage you to have a certain sentiment.
Kind of like Kamala Harris telling her audience that Trump's doing Project 2025 when he's disavowed that so many times, but she still mentions, even on her platform, she brings it up on her platform that Trump had a part of Project 2025. Trump has disavowed it multiple times. He's not a part of it in any way, shape, or form, like at all.
Even when you look at that in America, it's part of our constitutional right for freedom of assembly. That's an advocacy group. I know nothing about it. I try to read the first 5 pages, and then, like most things, you just move on to the next hit of dopamine. But at the end of the day, it's a tactic on her part to associate him to get swing voters, right? And that's really all it is. Donald Trump he's a capitalist, right? The man grew up in New York. He used to be considered a Democrat. He knew he couldn't win with the Democrats, so he decided to run as a Republican. Bernie Sanders is an independent, right? He's an independent socialist. He ran with the Democrats because he thought that's how he can get in. Why? Because the Republicans don't want redistribution of equity, right? So these like designations in terms of political parties and stuff like that, they're actually pretty fluid depending on the person that wants to run. So I don't put a lot of stake into it. I don't, like I said, Donald Trump, now if you look at it, it's all about human equity. When you have guys like Elon Musk getting in group chats with Andrew Tate and going on podcasts and stuff, because now they realize this next generation isn't going to care about political parties, right? These next generation is going to care about followers on Twitter and IG and all these other platforms, and their ability to reach these individuals and galvanize some sort of political action through that, right? And then the party or the label are really for the old head. And so, Donald Trump, a lot of big of his following now is MAGA, right? And that has, that falls under Republican, but that's more so that whole movement is centralized with him. He only wants to be president because next is going to be Donald Jr. and then his other son. So he's just starting he's starting a legacy, right? Because they're just going to take on the mantle. And what you have is the same thing where you have like legacy control, right? Where you have these certain families that have very well established, whether it be through commodities of energy, of food, of, even when you look at, weapons of war and stuff like that, is just trying to have a stake and deep-seated roots in terms of, some degree of mechanism control that's important to the nation. So
are you not sure who you're gonna vote for then?
To make this long story short, I am very unsure. It's gonna come. I have some research. I'm gonna do my final state and just kind of get an idea on what direction we're going, and it's gonna be a very sliver in terms of who I'm gonna decide on. But
Yeah, I think I know who you're going for.
You do?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey.
Do you have the pin?
I'm sorry, bro.
No, it's all good.
Yeah. Well,
no. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for talking to me. Like I said, this is an interesting board so far. I mean, to see where kind of men line, like women.
You know what? If you go to CNN or MSNBC or you go to Fox News, whichever legacy media is your cup of tea, that's pretty much how it pans out. I think even as you get more women, you're gonna have more of abortion.
We'll see.
Maybe
this is one so far. We'll see.
I
talked to a chick last time I was here. She was for the economy. So.
Oh, okay. Well, that's awesome.
You know what I mean?
I think that's
I
I think we all should worry more about it.
I never know what to expect.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
God bless, man. Have a good one. All right, that was good. Still a good day. Not too hot. Pretty chill. I like it. So that was good. I appreciate him for talking to me. God bless him. Hello. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Doing well. What do you think about this? I'm doing a polling to see what issues are important to men and women when they vote. Do you vote? Yeah, come over here and try this out. Huh?
I don't have time.
5 minutes. That's it.
I don't have 5 minutes.
2 minutes. That's it.
Not even
60 seconds.
I don't have
You sure?
I'm crossed.
I don't bite. I promise. We're good. So, ladies, how you guys doing? Doing well. You guys want to check this out?
We're in a rush. Sorry.
All right. You guys can kill 5 minutes, right?
No.
All right. So yeah, great conversation with him. Again, he chose inflation. So we got 3 for inflation for men, 2 for foreign policy for men, and then still 1 for abortion for women. So good stuff. Who we got in here? What's up, Allison? How you doing? Good to see you. Appreciate you all for being here. Again, if you guys are just now tuning in, I'm out here at Sac City College. I'm doing my own little polling to see where men and women line up when it comes to issues in America. We got economy, immigration, abortion, inflation, education, foreign policy, and healthcare. So I'm seeing where folks line up and why that issue is most important to them. So if you guys are liking what you're seeing so far, do hit that like button. It definitely does help out with the algorithm. So appreciate you guys. Hopefully we'll talk to some more people. It's still pretty dead out here, but we definitely got some people kind of rolling through. So hopefully we'll talk to some more people. So appreciate you guys. How you doing, miss? What do you think about this? Oh, no worries. I'm gonna take some water in just a second. I am thirsty. All right, let me see if I can try to get some water real quick. Oh man, I am thirsty. Bring this out real quick. So, what's up, sir? Doing well. How you doing?
Good.
What do you think about this?
What's the question? Oh, it's like you're taking a poll of.
Yeah, so I'm doing a poll of what issues are most important to both men and women.
Uh-huh.
So I'm trying to see, like, for example, I got economy, immigration, abortion, inflation, education, foreign policy, and healthcare. Do you vote?
I do vote, yeah. I just turned 18, so this is my first time voting. But
Okay.
no, those are good questions, yeah.
Do you,
Honestly,
do you-
a lot of them are pretty important to me. You want me to just pick one?
Yeah, come here, come
Okay.
here, Frank, real quick. Let me just get you a little bit closer.
Oh, yeah, you're good.
Right here, right here.
Right
Come
here?
this way, come this way. All right, cool. Yeah, we should be fine. All right, so go ahead and mark which issue is important to you.
All right. Wow. I mean, okay. So I would say I don't want to like mark them all, but I would say
Yeah.
pretty important to me are like definitely inflation, abortion.
You gotta choose one.
Yeah, I know.
Unfortunately.
I would probably say, I guess most important for me morally, because I think abortion is a big morally is a big issue for me. So I'm gonna say that one.
Okay.
For you today.
And then let me ask you, why is abortion the most important issue to you?
To me, it's the most important issue because I'm personally a Christian, so I think that abortion is like murder, in my opinion, and so to me, abortion is something that like these days it's generally a lot of people accept it as a health thing. I mean, obviously there's a lot of people against it, but way too many people accept it as a right when to me it's pretty clear that you're taking the life of an unborn child, and I don't see how that's any different than killing someone who's alive, and just the arguments that a baby isn't alive or a fetus isn't alive doesn't make sense when fetus is in Latin just means baby. So to me that's a huge issue because as America is generally a Christian, historically a Christian nation, and for our nation to have so many people that accept abortion is a really big issue, and to me, and that's something that I don't know. I don't think a lot of people can change their minds, but I wish it could be changed. And it's just sad to me to see millions of babies are killed, and so yeah, it's a big issue.
Yeah, no, that's actually, it's actually different to hear that, because a lot of times, thank you, when you hear people talk about abortion, it's usually they support it. You're the first person I've actually seen that said this is an important issue, but for a different reason, to keep them alive and not to take their lives.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
I'm Daniel.
God bless me.
Nice
Yeah,
to
I'm
meet you.
Julius.
It's
You
nice to
can
meet
find me on YouTube at Today with Julius.
Okay, yeah.
All right, man. God bless, man. Take it easy. Oh, Daniel.
Yeah.
I too am a Christian.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's good.
I appreciate you, man.
Yep.
God bless.
I appreciate you being out here.
Yeah, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate you for participating.
Yeah, I have a lot of respect for people that come out and do things like this.
It's not easy.
Yeah, it's hard to do.
It's not easy. With no security, it's like...
Yeah, a lot of people aren't gonna like it, so.
Yeah, I appreciate you, man. God bless. Yeah, that was good, man. That was good. So, I really like that he picked abortion, but it was for his own Christianity, moral reasons. I really like that a lot. He's 18 years old, so W Daniel, man. Hey, if he watches this, W Daniel. I appreciate him. But yeah, that's actually different. This is why I like doing this, because I want to see, the issues that people line up with and why it matters to them. You might get different answers. It might not be the same rhetoric. That's why I never have really, much expectations on what people choose. I just say, hey, what's the most important to you? And ask them, why is that important to them? You never know what kind of answer you're going to get. So, what's up, man?
What's up?
How you doing?
Good, how are you? I got class.
No worries, no worries. I appreciate you, though. All right, I'm going to take me a swig of some water. Nobody's walking around right now. I'm going to get some water real quick. Ooh, I am thirsty. Ooh. Whew. All right. Choked in that water there. Oh, man. But definitely needed that water. All right. So, So far, we got for the men, 1 for abortion, which is to save a life, not take a life. 3 for inflation. 2 for foreign policy. It's still for women. 1 for abortion because she supports it. So we'll see what else we can get. What's up, sir? How you doing? How you doing? What do you think about this? I'm doing a polling to see what issues align with men and women today. Do you vote?
I have an appointment. Sorry.
No worries, no worries.
When I come back,
Okay.
I'll see you, bro.
All right. Not too bad of a day. I thought it was gonna be a lot hotter actually when I came out here because I saw it's gonna be like 98 degrees. Yesterday it was 100, and so I was like, man, it's gonna be a little bit hot. I was like, you know what? It's good. I'll come out here anyways. I was actually gonna come out here a lot earlier, but I figured there'd be nobody here, and so I was like, no, I'll just leave at 9-ish, and I'll come out here. I ended up leaving at 9:45, so it is what it is. But I got here, and it's not too bad. I mean, it's gonna get hotter, like, about an hour or so. So, but it's not too bad. I'm in the shade, so I mean, it feels good right now. It's warm, but not till I'm like, you know what I mean? It's good. So, not a bad day for a Friday. Hello. Doing well. How you doing? What do you think about this? I'm doing like a poll, essentially. Trying to just see what issues are important to both men and women, and kind of follow up on like why that issue is important to them. Do you vote at all?
Oh, always.
Do you want to?
I'm a voter.
You want to do your own little?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Come on over. There you go.
Well, for me,
Would you want to? I'm live streaming right now. You want to come in the frame real quick? So
I'm just gonna. You know what? I'm kind of one of those people that I'm all about everything.
oh, you gotta just vote one. You gotta just vote one.
One.
Yeah. Because then
One.
it'll get too confusing and so I'm trying to just do like.
I mean, what's the biggest thing?
Yeah. Like what's your?
That's really hard.
Well, if you had like one, like the most important one to choose, I'll cross it out if need be. But if you have one most important one to you, what is the most important to you?
Oh, that's easy.
Which one?
Health. If you don't have your health, you got nothing.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
There's no way you can even get to the voting polls. There's no way you can get to your job. There's no way you can fight for any of that stuff unless you have your health.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's until you lose your health, then you realize, wow, did I take that for,
Yeah. Well, I appreciate
granted.
you.
Yeah.
Okay. I appreciate you. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Have a good one.
You too.
All right. So I won't. So she put econ, but I won't count that one because she wanted to do like a whole bunch of them. So she said healthcare is what matters to her. So like I said, so now we're at for men 1 abortion, 3 for inflation, 2 for foreign policy, women 1 for abortion and 1 for healthcare. She put the econ one, but I won't count that one. But I'll definitely make a note of it. So let me see what you guys are saying in the chat here. Nice kid. Maybe there's hope for us. Yeah, he's 18 years old. He's definitely Gen Z, so there's definitely hope. I've been seeing it more. He needed a bigger sign. Well, this is so the reason why my sign's not bigger, Jerry, is because it's like hard to carry around, and like I have my backpack, and so I hate to like carry like a big old sign just walking around. So I like to have a sign that's like easy to hold. I can put in my backpack when I walk. I don't gotta worry about holding it. My hand gets tired. I gotta switch it. So I like to just keep it very simple. Keep it very. It's big enough. People can read that. It's big enough. It's not like it's small letters. I think it's a decent sign. So. But yeah, if I had a bigger sign, it would just be really hard to hold. Cause I'm like holding the edge down here, and like my hands all over here. I gotta like do this, so it's easier to kind of be more flexible when I have a smaller sign. You know what I mean? So, smaller sign makes my movement more flexible. So, that's why my sign's not bigger. I used to have a bigger sign. It was super hard to hold. I had to like hold it from the corner, and like my hand was always like curved like this, trying to like talk to people. It was super annoying, super uncomfortable. So smaller sign's a lot easier. The smaller, the more flexibility I have. All right. I don't think she was in frame when she was talking to me. I don't know if she was in frame or not. I gotta watch it back. I don't think she was. Trying to get folks to be more in frame, so it makes it easier to clip the videos. So, all right. Anybody walking right now? All right. I'm gonna take another swig of some water. Let me see what we got. Where we at? An hour 13? Okay, cool. Jerry said, I get it. Yeah, man. Sorry, Jerry. Oh, man. All right. Like I said, today's pretty dead, but there's some people walking around. Not a lot, but definitely a few kind of strolling in every like 5 or every 15 minutes. 15 to I would say about 15 minutes. There's always somebody walking through. So I'll have to start looking at Sac City's schedule and see like they have any like events, and come out here when there's like lots of people. So that'll probably be a lot better. Like I said, let me see where we're at. Biller said it's not about the size of the sign. Jeez Louise. But Bill, you're right though. I mean, like I said, smaller signs is a lot better. We're at an hour 15. All right, so I'll be out here for about 45 more minutes, essentially until my phone dies. Right, until my phone dies. Like when I see my phone say 20%, that's when I gotta cut the stream because it's gonna die. So rather just I don't want my phone to die all the way. So until I see it says 20%, then I'll end the stream from there. So I probably got like 30 to 45 minutes left, maybe. So we'll see. All right, I definitely think we got some good conversations. So like, I think I talked to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people. Talked to 8 people today. That's not bad. That's pretty good. Hopefully out of those 8, I can squeeze out like 4 videos, 4 YouTube shorts. So that'd be good. And I think they all gave pretty solid answers, in my opinion. I think all of them. The only one that didn't was the one that chose the abortion, because I was like challenging her worldview. And so she was like, yeah, I'm good. Once you start challenging the abortion issue, that's when they kind of like freak out. Like, no, you should kill that baby. It's crazy. Hopefully we'll talk to a couple more people. Maybe I'll try to squeeze out like maybe 2, 3 more, and then I'll end the stream from there. But we'll see. Still pretty dead, but that squirrel is just chilling over there. There's a squirrel right across from me. He's just laying on the table chilling. That's funny. So it's just funny to see that. I always see squirrels just jumping around, but this one right across from me is just like laying on the table chilling. Must be his Friday too. Let me see what you guys are saying in the comments here. Julian, did you live in Cali while our VP was AG? Yeah. I was born and raised in California. Born and raised in Sacramento. So yeah, I've been in California my whole life. But I didn't know anything about Kamala when she was AG. I only knew about her in 2017 because 20 2017, 2018 is when I knew about her. Because I was watching Trevor Noah a lot. He was like praising her like she was the greatest thing since sliced bread. So that's how I knew about her. But over time, I was like, she sucks. What's up, sir? How you doing?
Good, how about yourself?
Doing well. What do you think about this? I'm doing a little polling to ask men and women what issues are most important to them. Do you vote?
Nope.
You don't vote?
Nope.
Are you not going to vote this year? Have you voted before?
Nope.
Are you like a non-voter?
Mm-hmm.
Oh. So none of these issues matter to you? Oh.
Both options.
Oh. All right. That's fair enough. All right. Cool. All right, man. Take it easy.
Great day, man.
You too. That's fair. But back to your answer, Allison. I didn't really know much about Kamala when she was AG. I knew she was a DA. One thing I knew was that she wanted to arrest people for like the truancy laws. That's what I knew about her, and I was like, what? She wants to arrest parents if kids are late to school? I was like, this chick is crazy. So I was never really a fan of her. So, and then I started to see more and more in 2020, and I was just like, yeah, she ain't it. she's not it. So. How you doing, sir?
Doing well, how are you?
Doing well. What do you think about my sign? All right. No. That tends to happen too. Try to talk to somebody, they say hi, but they just keep on walking. It happens. Sometimes you get rejected. It is what it is. What it's like to be a man in the street. Sometimes you just get rejected. And you know what? You gotta just accept it. It is what it is. You always get a few no's before someone says yes. So there's that. I don't remember her either. Yeah, I really didn't know much about her. I didn't pay attention to politics. Like when I was in high school, I didn't pay attention to politics. The only thing I knew in high school was 9/11, and that's it. And like Kanye West saying George Bush doesn't like black people. That was like after I got out of high school. And like Bill Clinton. It's like all I really do. I don't really know much about politics when I was in high school. I should have though. But it is what it is. Alright, we got some more students, but they're walking that way. So hopefully we get a couple more. Hopefully we can squeeze out maybe 2 or 3 people. Hopefully. So, so yeah, hopefully we'll squeeze out some more people and then see what's up. But we got some folks so far, some pretty good stuff. So, we'll see if we can get some more. How you doing, miss? Do you vote by any chance? Do you vote by any chance?
I do.
Do you wanna do this real quick? I'm doing a polling. I'm asking both men and women what issues matter most to them.
Okay.
So which one, like for example, I got econ, immigration, abortion, inflation, education, foreign policy, and healthcare. Are you voting this year?
I am, yes.
Who are you voting for?
Kamala Harris.
Okay. And so which issue is most important to you? You gotta pick one. And you gotta pick on this side, because obviously winning. You want to just do me a favor? Just come a little bit closer. There you go. All right.
So I can only pick one, right?
Only pick one, yeah.
Oh, shit.
The most important issue to you?
I'm gonna say inflation.
Okay, and then why inflation?
Inflation, no. Obviously not everyone's correct, but this is just what I know. So, because as we know, everything's really expensive right now. Okay. And it's really hard to buy everything because of inflation. So, and housing, whatever you can do. So it's important to lower inflation so we can buy food, buy housing, buy anything we need, even for our children, you know? So that's mostly the reason why. But I honestly wanted to do economy because economy is one of the factors to inflation.
Yeah.
Is what I believe, but I think it's inflation.
Okay. You said that you wanted to vote for Kamala Harris, right? She was vice president for the past 3.5 years. A lot of the pricing that went up was partially due to her administration. So why vote for someone who rose inflation, but then wants to pretend to now fix it, even though she's been in office for the past 3.5 years?
Because everything takes time. Changing laws takes time, and I know you said that that's from her policy, but we also have to remember that we're still under Trump's tax policy, so it's way higher.
Like, what do you mean tax policy? Like, he lowered taxes, which people brought home more money.
Yes.
I talked to a lot of business people who, I remember I was talking to them black girls, and anecdotal about talking to them black girl, she said her uncle brought home more money because Trump lowered taxes. They were really happy about that. Most business owners were happy to bring home more money because of Trump lowering taxes.
He is right, though. He is right, but I don't really like to put Trump or anything in it because I don't know much. I just know from what I heard online, and not online is all correct.
Yeah.
But
you think that that's a big problem, though? Like, kind of just like some propaganda online? Because I would say the best thing you can do is read Trump's website and his policies, and read Kamala's website and her policies, and see which one lines up with your principles. That's how you know.
Yeah. My goal in our whole democracy or whatever is just so we can be at peace, just go about in our days. But I'd say, abortion is also important. If, let's say, example, I'm not going to say Trump. Let's just say a politician took it away, then that would be no rights for women. And if a politician took away the rights of men, that would be no rights again. So I think just for me, a safe bet would be Kamala, because she will put rights in women and in men. And
what rights is she giving to men?
I can't name specifically, but I just know that from my opinion, I just think she'll remain peace with the man and women. I don't know what rights men have.
It sounds like her administration would give rights to men to play in female sports.
That's fine.
So you're okay with a dude punching the crap out of a girl in UFC?
That's the thing. You won't know if he will punch someone, though.
It's happened. Some girl got beat the crap out of in UFC because a man was identifying as a woman, and she got beat up pretty bad.
That's on them, because it's their own responsibility. They know the rules. They know who they identify as, and if they punch someone, that's up to them. That's not up to the vice.
Equal rights, equal left?
Yes. Yes.
All right.
It's like if a woman was running from a man, punch that guy. Or punch whoever. Equal rights.
And then last question, you said abortion, right? You said that if abortion was gone, take away rights from women, but don't you think that abortion itself takes away rights from both men and women in the womb?
See, that's a very complicated thing right there.
How so?
Because, I get that people say in a few weeks a baby has cells or whatever, but, see, that's where I'm stuck on, because they don't really talk. They don't really kind of feel anything, and I get that they have cells and whatever.
Yeah.
But in a way, they don't have opinion, because as another woman, I don't want to put myself into this because...
Well, let me go ahead and ask you this. There are handicapped people right now who can't talk. Should we kill them?
No, because they're alive.
So is the unborn baby.
An unborn baby, if they don't have an opinion or a saying, and in my opinion, then yes.
Yeah, those handicapped people don't have an opinion either because they can't talk. But they're still alive, but we can't kill them, right?
Because if it did, then that's
Murder?
Murder.
It's like in the womb?
But we won't really go to jail if the right is in the...
If I was president, I would jail every single woman that kills a baby.
Then that wouldn't be a civil right.
It would be murder though, right? It would be justice for the unborn.
In a sense, that wouldn't make sense though. Because
What?
Why? Because it would make sense if, let's say, you stabbed a physical being, but if it's inside something, and it's not doesn't have like a social security or anything, then
How about 9 months in the womb?
9 months. Okay, that is when I get it.
What's the difference between 9 months and 4 months?
Okay, no, that's different too. I'm just saying, like, say 3 weeks or 2 weeks.
Yeah, it's still a baby forming. Hold on, real quick. Did you guys want to participate in this?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, give me one sec. Okay. But anyways, last question. So you are gonna vote for Kamala, or are you gonna look at both of them and kind of decide from there?
Believe me, people, I've looked like both. I don't like going into politics stuff because like these arguments that this lovely gentleman is displaying, and it makes me nervous. But because I don't want to look at like I'm wrong, you know.
No. Hey, I could be wrong too.
Yeah.
So there's always that.
But yes, I've looked at Trump's side and at Kamala. There was a time where I was gonna vote for Trump because at the time it just felt like, well, Sleepy Joe isn't doing anything. Might as well.
I don't think Kamala will either. That's just me though.
That's his opinion, you know.
Yeah.
But
Well,
we will all see.
Yeah. Well, keep digging and then find out who you align with and kind of just go from there.
Yeah.
So, all right. I appreciate it though. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Thank you.
you're
Have a good one. God bless. Come on over. Good to see you again, man.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I think it's so cool, man.
I appreciate it. You want to try?
Oh yeah.
All right.
What is it?
So basically, what I'm asking is just what issues are most. Yeah. Come in, friend. Come in, friend.
Cool. Oh, you got a YouTube video going?
Yeah, I'm live on YouTube and Facebook. So
Nice.
just come a little bit closer.
Yeah.
All right. So just I'm trying to understand what issues are most important to young voters. So like economy, immigration, abortion, inflation, education, foreign policy, or healthcare. So which one stands out? Which issue is most
Can I
important to
only
you?
pick one?
Only pick one.
Only pick
You
one?
got to pick for the men's side.
Ooh. So I'm between foreign policy and economy, and abortion's important too. But if I'm being honest,
talking about the world.
yeah. But I
Yeah.
mean, if I'm being honest, like abortion, like
Well,
I think
abortion
it's
does
very
affect the
important.
world. If you think about it, it affects
but-
it. Because globally, abortion is the #1 killer.
Oh.
Right,
Yeah.
right, yeah. But I mean, my only thing is, I feel like sometimes when we vote for abortion, we vote for a candidate that like reflects our opinions, but it's so polarized and nothing gets done.
Yeah.
So, I might have to go with economy, honestly, because I know a lot of people are struggling right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And look, come a little bit closer.
Yeah.
Actually, look, come right here. Where my
Yeah.
hand's at. Right here.
Right here?
Yeah. Okay. So why is the economy important to you?
I feel like we've always had a very good economy in the U.S. I'm an immigrant, so I've seen like a lot of like poor people, like really really poor people, and I feel like lately, at least, like a lot of people have been struggling economically, like more than before, and I feel like we're like our standard of living has been going down a lot, and I think that's very dangerous, especially for people with lower income, because they can be put in a position where they don't have enough money to pay for healthcare or like food or whatever they need. So I don't know. I personally think we should be worried about the state of our economy and our federal debt too. I think that's a huge problem.
Okay.
So yeah.
All right. Cool. Did you wanna?
Yeah.
He's a Trumper.
Oh no. All right.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
But I think all these are important, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then
it's hard to
why is inflation important to you?
It reflects off of the economy as well, but like in the world that we live in nowadays, inflation has been around us with food, gas, cars, housing. It's just been around us, and it's crazy nowadays. And I don't really get into politics like this much or at all, but I mean, in the world we live in, inflation is something I see every day, all the time. So
Yeah.
I definitely will say inflation is the
Who you
biggest
voting
issue
for?
with me. I'm voting for Trump.
Okay, right on.
Yeah.
Okay, for sure. I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, so far we got inflation, and then on this side for women, it was abortion, and the one side, that chick who was here earlier, inflation, and then healthcare for
Yeah, and
women.
all you hear from the Kamala voters is "I think" or "I feel." I
Yeah,
think.
or that's why I find it
Let's talk
interesting.
about
It's like
facts. Let's talk
healthcare,
about facts.
abortion. It's like kind of like emotion.
Yeah,
you know
that's
what I
all
mean?
it is.
Men are like logical thinkers.
Yeah, come on now, that's all it is.
Yeah, I appreciate it though, man. Thank you guys. God bless.
cool.
All right.
God bless you.
Oh, if you guys want, you can find me on YouTube Today with Julius.
It's called
Today with Julius?
hmm Yeah.
I'll drop a follow. Gotta support our local YouTubers.
I appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
I try to come out here as much as possible. Sometimes it's controversial, sometimes it's not, but it all
Today
depends.
with Julius?
Yes, sir. Yes, me.
Oh, cool. You got a lot of subscribers too.
I try.
Yeah, I appreciate this, man.
Yeah, thank you,
Keep
man.
it up.
God bless, man. All right.
You too, man.
accidentally marked one by accident. All right. What are we looking at? Hour and a half. So, okay, cool. So yes, as you guys can see, for the men's side, we have economy, one for economy, one for abortion, which is to save a life, not take a life, 4 for inflation, 2 for foreign policy, and then for the women's side, we're not going to count this economy right here because she wouldn't mark all of them, but 1 for abortion, 1 for inflation, and 1 for healthcare. So pretty interesting stuff. How you doing, miss? What do you think about this? I'm doing a polling, and I'm asking men and women what issues are most important to them. Do you vote at all?
Do I what?
Do you vote? Are you going to vote this year?
Probably not.
Why not?
It's because I don't know who to vote for.
Do you vote locally? You don't vote locally? Do you know about any issues at all?
I do, but I just don't talk about it. Because everybody has their own opinions and everything.
Yeah. Well, right to free speech. All opinions are welcome. If you had to choose one, if you had to vote and you had to choose one, what would be the most important issue to you? If you had to choose.
Probably the abort.
Here, come on in. The water's fine. Let me just have you stand right here. Okay, and then you said which one for the women's side? Abortion?
Yeah.
Okay, and then why? No, come closer. Okay, and then just a little bit closer if you don't mind. And then why is abortion the most important issue to you?
Because I feel like it should be something that should happen. Because sometimes, girls, something happens to girls where it comes to aborting, where they have to abort the baby. Because it could how do I put it? The mom could be at risk for dying, and the doctor still won't proceed with the abortion, even though the mom is still at risk of dying.
Yeah.
Which is something that I feel like that's dumb.
Okay, and then you mentioned so you're talking about SA. I can't say the word because YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, well, do you think that the unborn baby should still be punished for the sins of the father?
No, but if the mom is at the risk of death, then...
Well, usually what they try to do is they try to perform a C-section, an emergency C-section. Mm-hmm. So it's more like a rescue mission. So rather than take a life, they'll do everything they can to save a life. And that means save the baby and the mother. So, because usually with abortion, it's the intention to kill. And when it's the life of the mother, I don't think we should ever resort to intentionally killing the baby. I think we should do whatever we can to save both lives. Do you agree with that?
I do agree with that.
Yeah, okay.
I do.
Yeah. So then SA and incest and...
Yeah, I feel like it depends. It depends, between SA and if the girl got, pregnant, unintentionally, and then she didn't want it, then, yeah, I wouldn't, abort it.
Are you talking about, the people who have, irresponsible sex? And look, I'll be fair. There's even folks who are married, who do have intentional sex, and then she still doesn't want it. I don't think that's the reason to still kill, because most abortions are done electively, which means that most people are having irresponsible sex, and then they're saying, "Well, I want to be a mother," but yet you chose to sleep with a guy, but you don't want to choose the responsibility of being a mother. Now, the same thing with a married couple. They still chose to have sex, but now she doesn't want to have a child. Even though she has a child, she doesn't want another one. I don't think it's fair. I don't think we should kill unborn babies for any reason. I'm against it across the board, even for SA, incest, or life of the mother, because we should always choose life and never choose death.
I see your point.
Do you agree with that, or do you? So when you choose,
Honestly,
when you choose abortion, are you choosing for death or are you choosing for life?
Life.
Okay.
Life.
All right. Yeah. Well, cool. All right. I appreciate you. Thank you. Have a good one. I'm gonna get some water. I am thirsty. Hold on a second. I need to take a little water break. All right. Oh, that was such good water. All right, put that in here since it's empty. All right, that was good. So, all right, so now the tally that we're at now, again, men, 1 for economy, 1 for abortion, 1 for inflation, 4 for inflation, 2 for foreign policy, and then women was 2 for abortion and the second one eventually lean towards life, and then one for inflation, and then one for healthcare. So pretty good stuff. Pretty good stuff. Hopefully, let me see where we're at. 138. I hopefully we'll squeeze out about 2 more. Let me see where my phone's at. All right, my phone's at 38 or 37%. So we should be able to squeeze out about 1 or 2 more people. So we'll just see. All right. Allison said, my importance is keeping America away from communism, New World Order. I agree. Abortion equals women's shrink responsibility in 99% of cases. Yeah. So, but that was good talking to her. I appreciate her talking to me and participating. I think this is really good. This is really good. I'm gonna do a part 2 of this. Hopefully, I can be in a different location. If you guys want to support my work and I can, go other places besides Sac City, I wouldn't mind going to Sac State College. I wouldn't mind going, downtown. I think that'd be really cool. I'd be down to travel across California, go to different colleges, and kind of see what people think about this. So, yeah, you want to support my work, you're more than welcome to. Links are down below. I think this has been good so far. Good conversations. So, Jerry said, because they have convinced them the other rights will be taken away if they lose that right. Yeah. What's up, TDA? What are the categories? So this is my list, and we got men and women, and we have economy, immigration, abortion, inflation, education, foreign policy, and healthcare. So those are the most, trying to see which one is the most important to people and why that issue is important to them. So thought it'd be cool to, understand the young minds of today and kind of understand like where they stand, where they align. I'm sure like every issue is important to them. What is the most important issue to them? Is what I'm trying to figure out, So far we got some good stuff. We got some good stuff. A lot of great answers. It was fun. I'm having a good time. So like I said, my phone's at 37% right now. So hopefully we'll maybe squeeze out 2 more people if we can. So I know earlier I said 3 more people, and it's funny because earlier I said I want to squeeze out 3 more people at least. We got 3 people. That was good. Well, 4 people technically, but we got 3 to fill the board. So we achieved that goal. So now the next goal to achieve is to talk to at least 1 or 2 more people. So that'd be pretty cool. It said I vote security and taxes. Yeah, I was gonna think about that, adding like taxes on here, but I didn't know if that was like a big deal. I figured all that like taxes and stuff would fall under like inflation or economy. So thought it'd be kind of simplify it in that way. So yeah, we'll see if we can try to talk to some more people. At least try to squeeze out, like I said, 2 more people if we can. And if not, then I'll end it. So I got like a loose skin on my finger here. It was like a loose skin. Like that was like super unprofessional, like biting my skin. But it is what it is. But yeah, so we're at like 1 hour, 41 minutes. Like I said, hopefully we'll squeeze out 2 more people. And if not, I'll just end it. So I got like 20 minutes left to be on this stream. And if I don't get anybody in like the next 15, 20 minutes, I'll just end it. So, or until my phone, drops down to 20%. So we'll see. But hey, appreciate you guys for watching. If you guys like what you're seeing, do hit that like button. Definitely share this out if you want to share this out. More than appreciate that. So, but do hit that like button. It definitely helps out with the algorithm. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, so comment below what you guys think. And if you have a favorite part, timestamp your favorite part of the stream, and then comment below what you guys think about that. Julius, I have a new song you should use for your intro and outro. It's called Preach to Them. I was told about that song a couple of nights ago, and it's a funny song, man. It definitely like has a rhythm to it. It's funny. Oh man. Julius, you should do this on Monday or Wednesday. There are more students on campus. I know. I'll come back and do a part 2 or something. So, but we talked to enough people. What's up, guys? How you guys doing? I'm doing like my own polling. And I'm asking people what issue is most important to them. Like, if you guys vote at all?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just asking like what issues is most important for men and for women. So like so far for men it's been mostly inflation, and then for women it's been like abortion. So like what issues are most important to you guys? You want to do a tally mark?
The 4 stands for what?
Oh, so this is economy, immigration, abortion, inflation, education, foreign policy, and healthcare.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, come on in.
I mean, probably inflation, right? Yeah.
Come on. Come closer.
Oh, there's a camera. Hi.
Yeah, I'm live on YouTube and on Facebook. Both of you guys come closer. Why don't you guys both come in the screen?
We're both in now.
All right. And then just mark down what you only can choose one. So which one's the most important to you?
Just do it.
Okay. And then just real quick, can you just come a little bit closer? Why is inflation most important to you?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know. It just seems the most important right now.
Okay. And then you chose inflation also. Why is inflation most important to you?
Shit's bad. You seen how expensive it is in SF? That's insane, dude. Shit's expensive.
Yeah. So you want cost to go down?
Yeah. Well, at least to be more sustainable, like raise the minimum wage and shit.
Okay. And then who do you think is gonna do that, Trump or Kamala?
Probably neither of them.
Oh. Okay. I appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. Have a good one. All right. So, just real quick, when hold on, I'll explain in just 1 second. Hold on. I'm gonna tell you guys something, but hold on. I'm gonna explain just 1 second. Okay. Juan says, "God bless you." Hold on. Zen said, "Probably not a good idea for TOS." No, I know. I know, Zen. I totally understand. I just want to say this real quick. This is why I believe in God, bro. I'm going to tell you why I believe in God. Just real quick. This is why I believe in God. And why I'm like, I love God so much. Not just for the good things, but I like when God's there for me through the bad, right? So here's the thing. I said that I wanted to get 2 more people, right? This is how much like I got faith in God. I said I want to squeeze out at least 2 more people. And what happens? 2 more people show up. I'm just saying, if you don't believe in God, I don't know what to tell you, because that was like, I don't know how to explain that. I just thought that was pretty crazy. I was saying, hey, let's squeeze out 2 more people. And prior to that, I said, let's squeeze out 3 more people. And 3 showed up. And I said, I'm trying to get 2 more people. And 2 show up. I don't know, man. I'm just saying, I don't believe in coincidences. I think that's the, divine intervention. And I believe in God. I think God's always listening to us. Again, not just when things are going good, but I like when God's always there, even when things are bad. So if that don't tell you that God exists, I don't know what to tell you. So, but anyways. Okay, what are we looking at? 146. That's the interesting most male marked inflation. That is interesting, most males marked inflation. Yeah. I thought I was gonna get like fresh, not knowing nothing, and just see what happens, So, okay. I think my phone is about to die. So, yeah, it's on like 30% essentially. So, all right. I think I'll end it from there. So let me see. Just out of all these marks, we talked to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people today. That's not bad. We talked to 14 people. That's not bad. I know it's not like a lot of people, but we definitely talked to, like, again, 14, which is not bad. It's not like, could have been more, but for a pretty dead day, 14 people is actually pretty good. So, if it looks right in the frame, I can create shorts out of all of those. That's like 14 videos right there. Maybe 13 because one girl's like out of frame. Maybe 12. I think 2 are out of frame. But nonetheless, over 10 videos of YouTube shorts so people can watch and understand the young minds of today. That's a lot. 10 videos, 10 YouTube shorts. That's a lot. So I think we did good today. 14 people, not bad. So I think I'm gonna, I might wait for one more person, but I think I might just end it right here because we talked to enough people. I can always do a part 2. I'll put some like paper over this so we can. I'll put paper over the ones that got marked. That can all be blank. I'll do it that way. So yeah, I think I'll end it here. I don't really see much people walking right now. So I think I'll end it here. So. All right. Let me. Who else we got? What's up, Jackson? Thank you, man. Appreciate you for being here. Milk that stream. Maybe I'll wait for one more. We'll see. Maybe I'll do like one more. I'll do one more. All right. I'll squeeze out one more, and that's it. Just one more. If I can't get one more, it's totally fine. I'll just close it down. So like I said, we got 1:49, hour 49. So. I'll do like maybe one more. If I see one more, I'll ask. If they don't want to do it, I'll end the stream from there. All right, he said, I'll never understand the young minds. White. Oh yeah, I can also use whiteout too, right? Rather than wasting paper, I can just use like whiteout, do like that. So we'll see. But yeah, like I said, maybe we'll do one more. And if not, I'll just end it from there. But I appreciate you guys for watching. Do hit that like button, and we'll try to squeeze out one more. If not, then we'll call it a day. Trying to come out here as much as possible to talk to these students and see what's up. I'm trying to be here, also go to Sac State as well and see what's up with that. So that'd be pretty fun. So, how you doing, miss? Do you vote at all? Do you vote by any chance? Okay, are you gonna vote this year? Okay, I'm doing a polling to see what issues men and women care about and why that issue is important to them. Do you want to? You got like 60 seconds? All right. Just do me one favor. Just take this and then just come a little bit closer if you don't mind.
I prefer not to.
Okay, no, that's fine. Do you still want to mark one though? Just so I can see where you align. So we got economy, immigration, abortion, inflation, education, foreign policy, and healthcare. Which one's most important to you? You got mark on this side. Which one's most important to you?
And then I'm just choosing one?
Just one, yeah. Okay, and you said abortion, and so why is abortion the most important issue to you?
I prefer not to, if it's being like recorded.
Oh, okay, that's fine, that's fine. All right, well, I appreciate you, thank you. All right, well, we got 3 now for abortion, so that's interesting. So let me give you a little, for those of the guys who didn't maybe see it. The first abortion was because she was supporting it. The second abortion was because she supported it, but when I gave her some kind of counter arguments, she was choosing life. And now the third one that she just marked, she wouldn't be on camera, but she just marked, I'm guessing she supports it, and that's why she doesn't want to give her answer. And this is what I was saying earlier about those who support abortion. When you start challenging on their worldview of it, it's like they don't want to admit that it's murder, and they want to just stick by the fact that it's her choice without saying it's murder. You know what I mean? So I always find that pretty interesting. But yeah, well, that was the last one. She didn't want to be on camera. I kind of had a feeling maybe she didn't want to be on camera. I just kind of felt that. But yeah, that's the last one. I see one person walking. I'm like, do I get this one person? Do I not? I don't know if she's walking over here. Let me see. Behind me. I think we're good. I'll try to get this one person right here who's walking in front of me. I'll try to see. Is she sitting down? Oh, she's sitting down. Okay. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, so I guess I'm going to end the stream because we're looking at 153 and my phone probably down like 20-something%. So, all right, I'm going to end the stream from here. Listen, I appreciate you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys hit that like button. If you enjoyed today's stream, comment below what you like. What was your favorite part of the stream? Definitely comment below. I do read comments. So appreciate you guys for watching. hit that like button. That person who's walking is not walking the other way, so I can't even talk to her anyways. It's all good. I'm gonna talk to one more person, but she's walking away. So it's all good. But yeah, appreciate you guys for watching. I hope you guys liked the stream. I had fun today. We talked to 15 people. That's not bad. So I think we got like maybe like a solid 10 videos I could put out. And I'm going to put out one longer video from last stream. So very busy when I get home. So appreciate you guys. Again, hit that like button. If you want to follow me on all other social media platforms, the links are down below. If you want to support my work so I can continue coming out here, links are down below. PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, it's all there if you guys want to. Any questions you guys have, any content you think I should do, you can always email me. My email down below, or you can DM me on Instagram if you want to let me know. Appreciate you guys. Thank you guys for watching. I had fun. Not bad weather. Pretty good. Pretty solid. So I'm going to go home and eat some lunch. So appreciate you guys. God bless. And I'll see you guys on the next one. All right. Take care.